this week's edition of what we seen and what we heard, the first thing I'm gonna say that I seen was I seen the views go up and I seen all the new followers. Shout out to everybody that followed us thus far. Definitely. Shout out to everybody that's left comments. We did see a comment where one of our first requests was for the movie Bamboozled, and that will be next on our list. So you will see that in the coming weeks.
A couple weeks ago. Yeah.
But after that, another thing that we seen this week and heard this week, slow down, very cynical.
Fucking travesty.
Very cynical.
Sorry.
Downfall. You got to backtrack. You got to go back to your feelings on Thursday.
Yeah, this downfall of hip-hop. Backtracking is going to be a topic of this conversation.
That's a fact. The downfall of hip-hop.
The moonwalk.
Yes.
The walk back.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Exit
Sir,
stage left.
as our resident JCole apologist.
Oh, my jeez. My jeez.
Wait, so should we go? Let's get to what the topic is, yo. If you're living under a rock, yo.
The
Kendrick,
topic is JCole is not like that.
Not hip-hop.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. Yeah, if you live under a rock, yo, Future Metro Boomin, 3 weeks ago now?
3 weeks now.
About 3 weeks ago now. Yeah. Dropped the album, surprise feature from Kendrick Lamar.
Song's
like that.
Been number one ever since.
Number one for 3 weeks now.
Some would say it's like that.
Yeah.
Are we? Is this what we're gonna do? How many times we can plug? Okay.
Yeah, there's gonna be a like that counter. Like you guys can play drinking.
Take a shot. Yeah, take a shot every time you hear us say like that. But yeah, Kendrick with a diss towards J. Cole and Drake, first person shooter. Don't have me in the big three. Is big me.
It's big me.
Did you guys like the diss?
No.
Yeah.
Kendrick's?
The Kendrick?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
So
4 a.m, it sounded different.
yeah,
But
I was at
by
work.
like 10 a.m. I was like, they
snapped.
he got at him.
I was at work when it dropped because I worked third shift, so I sent it to the chat instantly, and I was like, I like it.
I like the move more than the verse.
That
You don't see.
I think that's
you,
the
you don't see disses every day anymore.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of a Kendrick diss or a Kendrick controversial move. It's not necessarily the lyrics of it, even though when he's doing his projects, he's prided on lyricism, etc. Like I really believe that when he does the move, it's all the things that surround it. Like it's the fact that he's willing to name drop. It's the fact of the timing. It's the fact, like you know what I mean. Like he like the move out of nowhere to solidify that. Like yo, I mean, we knew he didn't like Drake, but that he didn't like the big three thing. That he didn't like. That
he's been King Kendrick.
And this solidifies the speculation of like Future and Metro not liking Drake. It's like y'all must really not like him if y'all let him do that on y'all project. So it's crazy, and I wasn't expecting it.
I think the track listing was really whack. Ooh. I think with Future doing that to Drake doing the opposite names, I think that was.
I thought it was
really
fire.
corny.
I thought it was corny.
I thought it was corny.
If there's credence to that, yo,
I thought it was fire.
It's a little. I mean, it's just as petty
clever.
as Drake is, though. If we're being real,
I get the cleverness, but it's just like
I thought it was fire. And to me, what made the project fire is the fact that Future doesn't rock with Drake, but Metro as a producer was getting at Drake the entire album.
Yeah, I told you.
I think that's cool.
I told you
because he can't rap.
Yeah.
How I felt about Metro. Yep. That's a small part of this conversation.
Swing.
Not even really.
Swing wasn't a Metro believer.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You weren't.
It's not like that.
You weren't.
Oh, now I didn't even try. Don't even ask me how, dog. I didn't even try that. Take a drink, yo. But I told you you're gonna get anybody. It could have been fucking producer down the street. You're gonna use Prodigy samples on your project. It's gonna get me to fuck with you. Like Prodigy is like a spirit animal. Like if you've listened to any of Mobb Deep's, I think first 3, maybe 4 albums. Anytime there's an interlude where Prodigy's just talking, there's some shit in there. You know what I'm saying?
Gems.
And it's like Metro doing his homework, bro. These are all off dirty ass mixtape rap DVDs, bro.
He's
a hip hop,
and that's what I would try to tell you. He is hip hop. Yeah. He uses an MP. Like he a hip hop dude, man.
Yeah,
hip hop producer.
I think it's very entertaining to see a person like diss you via the beat.
Yeah,
like that's
what I be trying to do.
That's cool.
That's what we try to do, but that's
violence.
Yeah.
You have to because we're not rappers. We're not rappers. Gotta do it through the beats.
Bro, the beat battle that we did on Instagram Live, I was dropping the y'all want to see a dead body every time I fucking put a beat on.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I don't rap.
Shout out to COVID times.
I live vicariously through my music, yo.
That's fire.
You know what I mean? But yeah, back to it, yo.
Yeah. Cole lived vicariously through thinking he was
thinking he was one of them.
So, all right, so we the needle. What 2 weeks after we get this might delete later mixtape? I guess we'll call it,
which is great.
Yeah. Well, no. Backtrack real quick. All the follows and unfollows of everybody in their orbit.
Nav and
everybody in their orbit.
What's that all about?
I have no idea. That's
more so on Drake's side.
That's more.
It's the Drake side of things.
Yeah.
I don't care for that type of stuff. Like
I don't know
that energy. Like I don't like you anymore. I'm gonna follow you. Like get out of here.
I know.
I think it's more weird that people found out. Like who goes to see who's following who?
Oh, the Shade Room.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Never mind.
But it is really weird to be like, let's see if Ross still like. Do they have like?
I mean, they do it with athletes.
Tracker.
They do it with athletes too. Like as soon teams will notice if an athlete or if they know they're about to get traded or hit free agency, they'll usually unfollow the team they was just on, and somebody pays attention. Somebody gets paid to pay attention.
I guess it's a byproduct of success because they're just like you're under such a microscope that any move you make will be like overly like analyzed. But the thing is, if you think about it, okay, so like you said with the sports team, if you play for one team, why is the first thing you do to go unfollow the Celtics? Just because you're about to get traded. Like the fact that they can track your moves according to you doing that on social media is like you're emotional. You can't really say the people are dumb for doing it because it's like, yo, you could just wait till the news breaks.
I don't want to step on your shit.
Nah, you good.
I don't want to play no more.
Bro, you feel me?
Yeah, bro, because they don't get it, but we gonna get to it, yo.
Man.
So the unfollows and then the 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later.
Might delete later, JCole, which
amazing project.
Good, yo. Do we agree?
Sounds different now.
I haven't even fucking clicked on that shit. Listen, I haven't even clicked on that shit. Yo.
Listen,
it's so tough.
Listen,
I tried. I tried to listen to it. Like I'm like, okay, like I'll omit the song that you no longer want to stand by and try to listen to the rest. But it's like just the bravado of all the bars. Just like it just doesn't. It doesn't land.
I want to know. Once he said he was done, I said, okay.
So am I.
I deleted later. I 1000% deleted later. I said I wasn't a Cole fan. I wouldn't consider myself a Cole fan. I wouldn't consider myself a Kendrick fan or a Drake fan.
Yeah, I didn't know this about him until
I'm a fan of hip hop.
I didn't know this about him until
I like songs and I like moments from each one of them. But would I consider myself a fan? Would I pay $100 to go see any one of them? Not a chance.
You're crazy.
No chance. And so for me, Cole I like KOD. I liked, what was the last one? Off Season. And this.
You didn't like Forest Hill Drive?
No, he fucking
what?
Stand that shit, dog. I remember.
Go.
The day that shit dropped, I bought pretty much every album that came out, and this nigga was not feeling it, bro.
For whatever reason, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan, bro.
And to the audience,
crazy.
like, I've
not
known
a fan.
I don't like it no more either.
Forever, so, like, yeah, he was not.
He's not a fan.
Nah, that's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy.
You're not a college guy. Do you think it's like a college? Is it like a heavy laden college?
I think
because I know every time you say like even like when you was
in
going
chat.
off in the chat,
in the chat I got kind of crazy.
Get back to talking about college
and
losing your virginity,
and not losing your virginity, lying about losing your virginity. He did that from his first mixtape all the way through. There's at least one
do you know
song.
he lost his virginity?
Second album,
like
because he talks about it.
Those are his coming of age stories. Like those are all. Like, he has a lot of that.
But we don't need that. We don't need that in every album. And he's not the only person I scrutinize. Ask him. Action Bronson. Love Action Bronson. Want to know what pisses me off about Action Bronson? He's always fixing some type of sporting event. I fixed this game. I fixed that game. I'm betting on games and we're fixing them. Multiple songs.
You and Finger Roll was paying him to miss the Finger Roll. That's a good bar.
Yeah.
It's a good setup.
But that's my point. I have an equal amount of issues with like something everybody does, even my own favorite rappers.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so K,
like Drake, stop going through girls' phones. Okay.
So Cole drops the.
Yo, we let Drake slide with that shit, yo. Nah, yo, hold up, yo. That's on album 2?
2.
Early.
Yo, when she goes to the bathroom, you's a bitch, yo. yo, I just had to get that off. Yo,
that was aggressive.
Someone just had a spit
crazy,
take.
bro.
That was aggressive.
Somebody, yo, we
aggressive.
talking about rap beef, yo. This is all toxic male energy in this room right now.
Oh my god,
That's a fact.
I'm not that toxic. I mean, but I'm not going through no girls.
Nah, I'm not either.
No, hell no.
It's not
hell
really
no.
my vibe.
It pissed me off, man. Both of them, Drake and Cole. Like I feel like with this with Cole, we're gonna look at the same way how Drake with the ghostwriting. We always gonna appreciate the music that you make. The music is great, but you will
It's a blip on your radar.
ever
live that moment
This is a
down.
question.
ever
This is a
be able to
question.
be top anything.
Agreed. But what do you think was able to bounce Drake back to being able? Because at the same time, everybody
didn't
said the
bounce
same thing.
back.
I disagree. Everybody still has him as the guy.
I don't
think-
think so.
yeah,
I don't think so because we
well,
always
I
talk
think-
about it as soon as he gets brought up.
And
I think he makes the slaps. He makes enough slaps.
But I think
to stay in good graces.
I think
of
a lot of people
that don't care about the purity.
I think a lot of
the
people-
craft.
That's exactly my point
But
with
I
Cole.
think him doing back to back, my fault. I think back to back brought him back in people's good graces when it came to the ghostwriting thing.
Yeah, but he lost. I mean, like at the end of the day, this is the thing.
He lost
like,
what? Back
No.
against me?
No. Come on. Timeline pushes after that.
You're right.
You see what I'm
You're
saying?
right. You're right.
And it didn't matter. Like at the end of the day, like yo, the one thing I will say is I thought one of the softest things I seen was him being on LeBron's The Shop,
Oh my god.
saying like Drake being on there saying I thought I'd let you down. Like looking at Bron like his mentor / big brother / uncle / mom
Wasn't
/
this
dad.
peak?
all at
Wasn't
once.
this peak LeBron as an executive producer on rappers' albums
Yeah.
era?
This
Yeah,
is,
2
this is
Chainz,
right after
Pink-
him catching an L,
Trap,
and then tagging in Jay Prince to shut the thing down.
and that shit
from-
didn't age well because fast forward, LeBron is singing Kendrick's "Like That" verse word
100%.
for fucking word.
But
Do
the
you still
whole
think it's the
time this,
softest
but
Word for
that
word.
was the softest
Yeah,
thing.
there we go. Get to it.
Until the apology.
Oh,
That
I mean,
is
yo, we
the
didn't even get to the
new-
diss track.
But
Oh,
that
we-
is-
yeah, we
but-
was-
Oh no,
oh,
I know
yeah,
we're still
yeah.
gonna get there, but that just so all the Dreamville fans know,
All the dreamers?
you are the new
The dreamers and the
you are the
believers?
new
The
owners of
Dreamville
the softest
believers?
moment in hip hop. It could be the most mature moment.
The dreamers and
That's
believers.
cool. It could be
Fuck
mature,
that
but it is
maturity.
the new softest
Fuck
moment.
that. It's rap.
still a dollar
It's
and a
fucking rap.
dream.
It's rap. It's you're supposed to be competitors. You're competing against each other.
1,000%.
Who's the best?
Yeah.
Y'all both claim to be the best. Y'all both talk shit about each other. All three of them
That-
talk shit about each
yo,
other.
yeah.
It's like, what are y'all doing?
That was my biggest issue, right? Is hip hop from its inception
Hip
came.
hop, hip hop.
Bingo.
It's
Put your
fucking
backpacks
rap.
on real quick with me.
Facts.
Grab your pieces of cardboard.
Yeah.
Yo, the
Break
inception,
dance right in the middle.
The inception of hip hop was break dancing battles, graffiti battles, MCs battles, DJs
Bro,
battles.
it was a
All
way for
competition.
gangs.
It's
It was
all
a way for
competition.
gangs to fucking stop the violence.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm
still
saying?
be
It's
com-
literally competition.
and still
I'm
go
with
at
you.
each other.
Yeah.
Ironically, though, if you talk about violence, you do have to give a nod to the fact that it did escalate to violence by the time we get to like the 90s.
I mean,
And
the
it had
quote unquote
casualties.
gangster,
Yeah,
gangster
gangster
era.
rap. Yeah,
But this is
yes.
what I'm saying. So there is gonna be some fear, even though, because I don't think anybody like enters a situation and they're like, "Yo, this is gonna get bad."
No,
So like I mean, like it's like yeah, okay, they're friends, but like, what happens when okay, you ever like fight somebody that you're friends with, and then like they hit you harder than you expect, and now you got to hit them harder than you planned. And now
we
you're-
fighting. We fighting.
Yeah, we
okay. So with that whole scenario painted, with that whole picture painted, do you give Cole credit for having foresight that like, okay, I don't want to say something that's further than you're willing to go, then now you go further than I'm willing to go.
No.
And now before you know it, at the end we're
no,
enemies.
he's on some hoe
That's
shit.
the
No,
point
he's on
of
some
a
hoe shit.
diss.
He's on hoe
Yeah,
shit.
you're supposed to be
Yo.
as disrespectful as possible. Let me say the most wild,
Yes.
fucked up, crazy shit to outdo you.
Especially from what the internet has said.
Like,
they had a 4-hour phone conversation about all this.
That's cute.
Who said that? I didn't see that.
That-
Only
that's,
talking on the phone that long with my lady.
Industry insider.
Yeah.
Who had who and who?
Kendrick and Cole.
Kendrick
allegedly
and Cole.
had a
One like that
FaceTime.
After
came-
Like That
like,
dropped.
after like that dropped, they had a conversation.
Like, yo, you don't
don't
want to
believe that
talk
shit.
to him that long, Kendrick.
I don't believe
Not
that
after
shit.
you said what you
I don't
said.
believe Kendrick did that.
But I'm
believe Kendrick
I'm with
did
you
that.
on the wartime shit. See, again, you haven't seen The Wire, but you gotta die on that lie, bro. You
Yeah,
fight
facts.
on that lie. If we go to war, we go to war
what
on
we
that
on,
lie.
right.
Worry about that shit after it's bloody and all that shit. After there's a clear victor, talk about that shit later. Because I know a lot of people at home want to fucking reference Jay-Z apologizing about Super Ugly and all that
was
shit.
years later.
And then he no, I was corrected. It's Angie Martinez like that same week or the week after. The week of Super Ugly dropping, he apologized because Mama Carter was like, yo, this is nasty. And yo, I went back to listen to Super Ugly. It's not that it's like so vulgar for your ears, but it is kind of, at the time, it is kind of crazy, yo.
Fight back, man.
But he still dropped Blueprint 2, or the Blueprint disc record on Blueprint 2.
It's called
9 months later.
Yeah.
It is called Blueprint 2.
Blueprint 2 on the Blueprint 2.
Yeah.
HOVA.
Yeah.
Got my mojo.
Come on, man.
Oh, behave.
Yeah. Is it Uchi Wally or one mic? Just because he wear a kufi don't mean he bright.
You don't understand all the bullshit that he writes.
All right,
Rap
guys.
beef.
Enough praising Hov.
Yeah.
Back to
It's all.
He's
back to slandering Cole.
He's been in beefs though. He's gonna get referenced a bunch.
Back
Might
to
delete
slan-
later. 7-minute drill.
Okay, first off, so everybody knows when you see 7-minute drill and then you see the song's not 7 minutes long, it's because that is not a 7-minute song. The reason it's called 7-minute drill is because he actually does these drills where it helped him improve his writing speed or helped him get out of overthinking.
Like some
And it
boiler
helped
room
him,
type
exactly.
shit, yeah.
So it was like even with his
Collab
producer,
lab, yo, y'all
he'd
got-
say like here's
yeah.
here's a few sounds, see what you can come up with in 7 minutes.
Yep.
And this is how he decided to roll out a diss.
So
And I think that was already misguided.
agreed.
Off rip.
So-
that's not how, like someone of Kendrick's caliber, especially if you have the respect for him that you say.
Yeah.
Why would you be like, oh, I'm just gonna throw out like the practice drill?
Nah, fuck
But
that.
like,
Kendrick's a
but like
man.
Tor
He got
said,
these niggas
I
shook.
listened. Me and him were talking about it because he works third shift too. So me and him was both up off the group chat talking sideline. He ran straight to the diss track.
No puns.
I was about to say, yeah. I didn't want to be the one, but we there.
I didn't go straight to the diss track. I said, I've liked Cole's last 2 projects. Let me listen to it all the way through. I'll get to it when I'm supposed to get to it. Because as soon as I saw it, the group chat was like, oh, which one's the diss? I said, it's obviously the last song. Listen to the project. I enjoyed the project
Like thoroughly.
By far, honestly, my favorite version.
One of my favorite Cole projects. I'm reading them
No,
out.
these
Yeah.
are quotes. These are quotes.
No, I
Yeah.
said,
These are
I said,
quotes.
honestly, it might be my favorite Cole project.
This was a rough
Yeah.
weekend.
This
You
is
go from
crazy.
loving, like you go from being in the middle on this dude to
I'm in the
loving
middle.
him to hating him.
In the middle.
Like,
I was in the middle. I was starting to come around, and I was like, oh, okay. And then even the diss track, he was lukewarm on it.
I was not impressed.
He
was
was
still
lukewarm
not
on it. And
impressed.
I was like, you know what? I
Praised him. It wasn't a diss.
I liked that he engaged.
Like G Money, bro. Fuck out of here.
I like that he at least engaged.
I might have to change the title of my beat tape
and I thought
now
it was
'cause of
gonna
this nigga.
I'm
That's
too competitive for
crazy,
this.
yo.
And I
I'm way
thought it
too
was gonna
competitive.
go
I'm an
I thought it was
athlete.
gonna go
Like,
somewhere.
I was in the Marine Corps infantry.
Yup.
Like we're battling. I'm trying to kill
You're competitive.
Agreed.
You're
I
about that
am-
action.
We're entering a tournament. I want to be standing on that one spot, looking down upon everybody the fuck else.
Yes.
Like it's literally that. I'm too competitive for this backtracking. I'm sorry. Let me enter the battle and
you
no,
apply
man.
that. You
Let me-
apply
let
that
me
in
put
other
my
spaces.
fucking-
Yes, whatever.
Like, so everything you do?
Just about everything I do.
No,
I
I'm just saying because you're in so many different spaces. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I
Like,
had-
you're
I had that
a
same-
parent,
cool ass
you're a
nigga, yo.
spouse. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and you're in art, in the artistic side, even in DJing. Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of like you start dealing with artsy types that
Yeah.
don't necessarily all look at it in the same way. When you like how athletes look at things.
I go about it the same exact way. How I
Okay.
approach things, everything. I have to. That's the only way I can get through anything. Make myself satisfied. Fuck.
That's how I feel with the beat. So I'll be honest, yo. Like because I can't rap, but I have a rapper mentality. Yo, I feel like I'm the nicest. You know what I'm saying? It's just I feel like everybody should feel like that though. If you're fucking good at what you do, you should feel like, yo, nigga, I'm nice.
Nah, man, you gotta be self-aware. You gotta be self-aware. You gotta be
Yeah.
self-aware.
Kay was giving me the
Yeah, you
look
gotta
to
be
say it.
self-
Torch said it.
But I mean,
Because I can sit here and say I'm not
Everybody's not good.
I'm not
But
the
I-
nicest DJ out here. Like I'm not. I just DJs out here fucking crazy. Like,
Everybody
like,
is indeed not
But it's
good.
like I
can
know where I'm
outwork
at.
people, though.
But exactly. I'm not afraid to go
Work
out there,
ethic
step
will
out
get you
there
a long
and
way.
and do things. Go travel. Like a lot of these DJs that I claim that I know are more skilled than me. They stay right here. They're not in Boston. They're not in Worcester. They're not anywhere. All these places that I'll be going. So it's like it is what it is. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna bust my ass.
yeah,
That's how we used to feel with producing when we were going out to New York doing our thing and doing a bunch of stuff, getting moving. And
Meeting people.
go where the love's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Networking is everything too, man. It's such a small pocket here.
That's a fact.
Can't do shit.
That's a fact.
By the way, I could hear both Cole and Kendrick on that beat. The intro.
Word. Oh, look at
Fire.
that. Look at that.
It's a rapidy
Look at
rap.
that.
It's a rapidy rap beat. I make rapidy rap beats. They would not be in my top 5 rapidy rappers. It
Oh,
just
man.
is what it is.
What?
Yeah, no. Personally,
I mean, but I think he probably like goes
respect
further
him.
back. So when he say
who
a
do you
top
listen
5,
to?
yeah.
who do I listen to?
Yeah, just to get a reference, because these statements are
Ransom, Conway,
Ooh.
Droog.
Ransom is
Yeah, Ransom, Conway,
Ransom's
Droog.
heavy.
is one of them ones.
Always
yo,
heavy.
for sure. Ransom in 2020 was fucking undefeated.
Yo, every week Ransom probably has an album for you.
Yeah.
So, like, it's crazy.
Yo, I gotta shout this out, bro, because it's couldn't the timing couldn't be perfect. But yo, shout out to De La. He literally just messaged me. He said, "Yo, be easy on my guy Cole on the pod."
Yo,
Fuck that.
his take surprised the hell out of me because I know he's a real hip hop.
Yeah,
head.
yeah, he's super hip hop.
And it's just like, bro, like it's rap. It's rap. It's rap.
We're maturing.
I just don't.
We're aging.
rap.
No, man.
No,
Do you
but
want
how
your
old-
mental health to be intact?
Is this the most
more than you want to win a rap battle?
Is this the most disappointing thing in hip hop?
Yes,
Yes, but
yes.
it is deaded like battle hip hop. When the guys at the top, aren't willing to go at it.
There we go.
When
yeah,
MTV was doing their top whatever rappers list, right? Who was at the top almost every year? Wayne, right?
Wayne,
What happened every
Hov.
time Wayne and Hove got on a track together?
They go at each
They
other.
went at each other
That's true.
lyrically. It never got past that
It was just competitive. They're playing one-on-one.
because
Like, you're listening to two people
because
play
why?
one-on-one.
They both consider themselves the best.
Yep.
So they went at it multiple times, and we got multiple classic Wayne verses out of it, and multiple classic Hove verses out of it.
Word.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that like that's the sad part, because like more than it's an indictment on Cole, it's an indictment on this generation actually
Fucking participation award generation.
removing competition. And the fact that hip hop can go forward and like competition itself can be shunned is dangerous for hip hop as we know it. And that's like even me being old and saying like, yo, like I'm not well versed in all the current music. I ain't listening to it. I'm not trying to be in young people's space, but I'm also not hating. I just know it ain't my business. But I'm like, yo, they're my age.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm expecting them. I'm like, yo, that's like the last of the hip hop that is my age.
Especially-
so I'm expecting them to carry that torch.
Especially when you're Cole and you talk about how hip hop you are and
And you talk
How
about being the
hip-hop
best
you
all
are.
the time.
For
Bingo.
5 years, you're running around
been 5
saying you're
years.
the best. Who wants smoke? Yo.
Yeah.
And yo, I'm arguing with dudes on the internet. I'm not gonna shout them out, but you know, and you might know. But like, yo, I'm tired of dudes saying, yo, he smoked every verse. Who's he rapping next to?
Oh, that's
40. Yo, we did this. We did the research. Yo, 40 verses since Cole said I'm opening up the fucking
The only
bag.
one he really-
If y'all want verses, because he wasn't featured on nobody's shit for most of his career up until 2018.
Him and
I
Ben.
did 40 verses since then. I'm
Ben
rapping
track.
against. I'm rapping against other fucking R&B artists, and I'm rapping with people on my label. I'm discrediting them. Shout out to Jid and all them, yo. But like, yo,
Jid's
y'all don't
fine.
fucking
Jid's
count.
fine. Jid's
Who did you rap with that
Just Benny. Just
you
Benny.
smoked?
Just
You smoked Benny.
He didn't-
You smoked Benny. Benny's
verse
my
is
guy,
crazy.
but
That
Benny,
verse
he's
is
not
crazy.
like lyrically like he just says he says cool shit.
I disagree with this point.
You disagree with it?
Yeah,
let's
because
Like
because
Boba Boat was one where he's rapping with Royce, but I'm never gonna say that he
No,
smoked
I didn't say he
Royce.
smoked.
No, yeah, but it's just like
I think his music stands alone. Like it's that bar heavy. It does like speaks for itself.
yo,
Where you can compare a verse next to anybody else's.
yeah, but
Of Cole's?
Yeah.
we're talking about and honestly, as he fucking should, yo, because yo, we're talking about a master of his fucking craft.
That's
yo.
what's so disappointing about this.
Like, yo, because all them verses is dope. I haven't heard like literally all 40, but when we went through like the feature list, I'm like, oh shit, like, oh, nah, I forgot he was on this one. He shows up every single time. Like,
Yeah.
he does his fucking job 110%.
Yeah, there's not
yo.
a bad verse.
Never.
But-
like,
but
I
the
won't
most-
say that, yeah.
But it's a song, but the most appropriate title for him is Middle Child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like,
And honestly,
he's not too much of
you're the
anything.
redheaded stepchild at this point,
But,
dog.
for sure.
Yeah.
But he's not too much of anything.
Yeah.
You know what
Word.
I'm saying? Like, if you think of like the like deep artsy, overly lyrical guy, he's like the most palatable version of that.
You said
he's
look at Kendrick Light.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you look at the mainstream guy, he's the most
and he's still not even.
He's the most lyrical of the mainstream guy. You see what I'm saying? Like, he always fits in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and shout out to Hove, because
like, he's always
Hove fit that void.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this is like one of his main influences. Yep. You know what I mean? Patterning yourself after like being that in between space. So you know what I mean? Like, it shows up when you have to do things like this until you gotta compete. Like, you can say you're the best all the time, but it's like, yo, you can't keep saying like, yo, I'll beat anybody in one-on-one. I'll beat anybody in one-on-one. Then when somebody checks the ball, you be like, actually, nah, I'm cool.
Nah,
that's a fact.
My take on it before the apology, I said Cole his personality won't allow him to get that disrespectful to even do. I mean,
when the diss came out, when it dropped, I saw a lot of that on like the timeline on Facebook and Instagram, and people being like, "Yo,
he's a nice guy."
Like, yo, man, I gave him credit for the compassionate disses.
But then don't
like when he did the compassionate diss.
He could have chose not to say anything.
Like
I got
false
mad
prophet.
I would have preferred that.
Yeah, I got mad wire.
False
lines,
prophet.
Bro, his heart pump Kool-Aid.
False prophet when he did the compassionate diss.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, that was like clever. That was slick. Like how he got at his own mans or whatever. Like, I was fine with that. But then I started thinking, I was watching something else today, and he was talking about how like, yo, he kind of like said something crazy about Lil Pump.
Yeah,
and then he did like apologize about that.
Bro, he got
washed
by
like
no
after,
name.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
1985.
So is Cole?
1985 was dope. But
So is Cole a misogynist?
is he transphobic?
No, the only
Are we gonna
person
have those
the only person-
conversations?
the only person he didn't apologize to was a woman. They threw bars at.
That's a fact.
Yeah, he never threw an apology at her, but he just
Don't do
explained
this.
his position.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Nah, we're not about
We're
to.
not doing
We're not
this.
about to.
Yo, nah, yo.
Nah, we're not about to.
What they hope-
be
what they hope
public.
say they got
Why
Yeah,
you apologize every time you bar up at a man?
Yo, maybe he really is trying to be like Kobe. They call me this misogynist.
Nah, yo.
Yo, things
That's
ain't
OD,
different.
man.
We can
That's
go bowling.
OD.
Can't you see that I'm growing?
Yo, yeah, man. I don't know, man. I just know.
You still love Cole.
I do. That's why I'm so hurt. I'm hurt. I am hurt. I'm telling you, I'm hurt. I've been, my girl's been laughing at me ever since it happened.
That's why I'm glad I'm not a dreamer.
Moping.
Yeah.
I've been
when you
literally
gotta
just
kill a nigga you
dragging my feet
glad
throughout
I'm
the house, staring into nothing, shaking my head. She's like, you thinking about it again, huh? Yes, yes. I cannot. It's that disappointing, yo.
You
It hurts.
fucked me up,
it fucking
yo.
hurts.
When you sent me the message on Facebook, you was like, yo, I had to wake up wifey.
Yeah, I did. I dead ass woke her up.
I can't believe this shit.
I dead ass woke her up. I was downstairs. I mean, editing some stuff, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take my ass to bed. Go on Instagram real quick, and it's the first thing I see. I'm like,
this nigga
no
crying.
fucking way. Go upstairs, yo, babe.
Yeah, nah.
Babe. Look at this.
Yo, wake your shorty up for the
Bro,
Yo,
I was
I'm hurt.
dying
I'm
when
hurt.
you sent me that shit.
I'm
yo.
hurt. I'm still hurt. It's one of those things. They're two of my favorites. It was like, yes.
If
And we
you had to
haven't
pick
had
one-
this. Kendrick, without a doubt. And
Okay.
I'm in here with my Kendrick cape on.
It's
I
one of
don't
those things
fuck.
where he was gonna lose regardless, but nigga, fight. Fight. Do something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Did you think he stood a chance against
No.
Kendrick? Really?
No.
I thought
because
he had a
because of what I
puncher's
just said
chance.
with his
Oh,
personality.
because he's too nice.
Yeah, he was not gonna. He's never.
So that's not even a skill conversation.
He's not gonna get as disrespectful as Kendrick
okay.
would. He wouldn't.
Kendrick's willing to go further.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, and it's funny. So one narrative that's getting spun all over the internet, Drake is the only one that's really battle tested, and I agree to that. Like we've because we've seen it. We have the results. We have the records. Everything. But I don't know if a lot of people clearly don't listen to Kendrick enough. He's venomous, yo. We said it on our
I don't
live.
think that's the question, though.
Like, bro, because I forgot about the Heart Part 4, which is aged fucking beautifully. But all of them bars on there, wrap this shit up. What is it? What the fuck did you say? Wrap this shit up by April 7th? Oh, when was that apology? A day later? April 8th?
No, it was April 7th.
It was April 7th.
That's disgusting.
That's my mom's
yo.
birthday.
That's disgusting.
Like, nah, it was April 7th.
That's crazy.
That's
Like he said,
disgusting.
you have till April 7th.
It's a
to get
record
your
from
shit
like
together.
6 years ago, 7 years ago. Yo, Kendrick has been proving he's been,
Yo,
he's
that's
been,
enough. Like, never mind the fact that you got a whole tour in your hometown
Yup.
with all your people there,
Yup.
and it's time for you to like
Mixtape,
really be
album
like, it's all
dropping.
about me. All that, yo, wait till the 8th. Just because you know
Hold
that
on.
bar
He
exists.
said, wait till the
Not
eighth.
just that.
eighth.
Not just that.
Wait till somebody
He
else drops
it.
apologized.
Yo,
He apologized, then performed "Love Yours."
And then
Yo, what? Like you're already dragging yourself. Why drag one of your classic songs while you're at it? Like that didn't need to be a carry on. Like why'd you add "Love Yours" to it?
I guarantee you.
Like actually, let's tarnish this song that
we
you
would have
guys
needed a
all
fucking
Eve,
police
take it off the
escort
stream.
out of there because I would have been in that crowd with the loudest boos.
Thank you.
Boom.
No,
I can't want to hear this
wait.
fucking.
Yo,
I would have
I
been
I don't know
lie.
where this
Wait.
tomato
Yo,
came from.
Yo,
I can't lie. Going
Exactly.
back, going back and rewatching like the video of it. There's booze going on in that crowd.
Yeah, that crowd splits.
There
People are
definitely
upset.
there's a lot of people in that
People are
crowd who are
upset.
not happy he apologized.
Nah,
would've
somebody,
been
you gotta
pissed.
think somebody
The
in
dreamers,
that crowd,
man, they go
somebody
hard.
in that crowd was like you and was a fan of both, but they liked him more and they like burnt the TDE t-shirt from a show. Because they was showing love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they did something stupid on Friday.
Like it's
and then
LeBron
they went
jersey.
and then they went to the show on Sunday and they're like, my nigga, like, I just burnt the merch. Like, what's wrong with you? Like,
That's crazy.
Shout out to all the people that said that he apologized because he killed him so bad on his diss.
Oh, nah.
Wait, what?
Who
Who
There's
said
people
that?
that said there's a few people that was like,
oh, he's sparing Kendrick?
yeah, he beat him so bad with his diss.
my
Yeah, that's a
with the
dream.
trash.
That's a dream. That's a dreamer.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm
that's
like,
right.
yo,
And they're literally in a dream
the dreamers,
world. Like,
the
that's
truly
dreamers,
dreamer.
the
Yeah.
dreamers
It's not-
and
it's not
believers.
Yo,
Right.
unfucking real,
Yo, shout out to all the people that are like not into like old school hip hop competitiveness, and they're like, yo, like the nerve of you people that don't respect the maturity.
I'm
Yo, all
I'm
of you guys
so-
had
Yo,
a side
yo,
at the same time.
Fuck maturity. It's
I
not
was
hip
gonna
hop.
say-
maturity.
It's not
yeah,
hip hop.
Yeah,
I was gonna say this earlier.
It's not hip-hop.
About the younger generation you brought up. It's like because this is a battle that I felt like we needed to happen just to keep hip hop intact as is the way we know.
Yeah, that
it.
was gonna carry us over to
but
the next
the
time
younger
there was a group of
generation-
kids
younger
that was
generations-
lyrical to do it.
They're so clicked up. They don't even see.
It's like that. It's
I was
like,
just about to
it's
say,
like
it's like basketball.
It's like AU. It's like the NBA
Jersey
now.
swap generation.
Everybody's friends now, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's friends, and that's not how it was.
shout out to Ant Edwards.
And I was about to say, shout out to Ant
Shout
Edwards
out
for
to Ant
keeping
Edwards
the
and
feeling of
restoring the
basketball
feeling.
alive.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, shout out to him just getting a career high for 51.
50.
Yeah,
in
that
front
was
of
bad.
50.
in front of yo, come on, you can't
was
make
fire.
this shit up, yo.
That was fire.
Yeah,
Shout out
man.
to AE, man.
Way to be intentional.
Yeah,
I can't wait for Kendrick to drop because you know it's gonna happen and it's gonna
Yeah.
end. It's going to end Cole.
I think
Oh
he's
my
gonna
God,
stay.
Yo,
I think
time
he's
out,
gonna
guys.
stay
I'm
on
sorry.
Drake.
Everybody,
I think he's gonna stay on Drake.
Listen, yo, pause.
gotta preface it with a pause. This is gonna be good.
Yo, I'm right here with my chin up.
Take your best shot.
Yo,
Slap in the place, sir.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Like,
He's
yo,
outta
you brought
here.
all these people out here to tell them you got your chin up to
My
get punched by this
God.
man. Like, yo, I don't want anybody in that crowd.
I would've
Like,
started
no,
a
do what he
fucking
said.
riot.
Do what he said. Let him get hit. Don't be out here saying Kendrick went too far. Like, I hope Kendrick says everything, and at this point, you can't say anything back. Nothing
No,
back.
you bowed out.
Yeah, stay bowed out. I don't care if he talks about your wife. I don't care if he talks about your kids. I don't care how far he goes. You said take your best shot. I understand, my boy.
I'm gonna do nothing.
yeah. So now I'm gonna hit you with a fucking haymaker, and I'm gonna make sure you never get up again.
Do we even want to listen to the fall off?
Yo,
No.
did this ruin the
No.
rollout for the fall off?
No.
For me, it just really tarnished whatever I thought
wanna-
was gold.
No.
It's looking real green right now.
I haven't pressed
I was
play on
becoming-
anything.
Yo,
I
I was
was hype
becoming
about this
I was
album.
becoming a fan. And he
I'm
lost
definitely
me
gonna
completely.
listen.
I'm done.
Yo, when I was driving
I'm
here,
out.
I turned the pie
Bro,
on.
holy shit.
Because that was
It's
like
a
kind of
hard track,
That was
son.
my car
niggas got
track
crazy
for
on
the
there.
weekend, and it was like the first time I wasn't listening to a podcast or watching the movie, like while driving. So I'm like, yo, all right, you know what? Let me go back to what I was listening to all weekend. Let me put pie on. I put it on. I was like, wow. I was like, the first half was great. As soon as I heard Cole's voice, I was like.
This nigga's lying.
It was like my ear was rejecting it. Like
That's
this
why
ain't real.
That's why I didn't
He
even
don't
try.
mean this.
He said might delete later, so I deleted it later. I didn't even try to go back to it after the apology. I
This shit
couldn't.
is nasty, bro.
You lost me forever.
This shit is
And I've seen him
to that-
twice in concert.
But to that
I've
point,
seen
I
this,
will
I've
give Cole enough credit to say this. As a person that is not, say, like you guys, you guys are more Kendrick fans
Yo,
than us.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably for you too.
yeah.
So what I'll say is
it's crazy. White tees, Kendrick. That's crazy, B.
He's influential enough that I feel like he was able to add a powerful voice to those that have doubt of Kendrick or aren't the biggest fans. Because like there was a lot of people
I see that
like he led a charge when like I mean like as a person that's like yo Kendrick's cool, but I'm like To Pimp a Butterfly wasn't really for me. There was a couple tracks on it.
Same as
like that. Just me saying that. Like I never heard like loud.
To Pimp a Butterfly's trash.
Loud slander. Yeah. And I was like, oh, he's influential enough to pull that off. So when he said those lines.
I still listen to that album.
And
a lot of people do.
There's songs on there that I like. I believe, how much $1 cost on it, right?
Yeah.
That's my joint.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
record.
So I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying like me personally, I don't even think I dislike the project. I think I just dislike how great niggas think it is. And not on some hater shit, but just on some people be trying to act like things are overly deep when they're not that deep.
I get, now that you said
that. And I agree to that point.
I think that's why I feel the same way, because I feel the same way about like a show like Breaking Bad. Can't get through. You know why? Because everybody says it's better than The Wire.
It's just like it's too many people on dick. So I'm like, whatever.
Yep.
Like I'm just like, it's good, but like, you're I hate to use kid words, but you're glazing.
I agree. I agree with the statement, but not about Kendrick. I think people do act that way, but I think that album really was, I don't know.
Because I mean, like, I'm not saying it about Damn. Like, I'm not saying it about Good Kid. So I'm not against the artist at all. Like, I think he's super fire.
I think Charlamagne made a great point that okay, he says that we complain about people not growing. Like, look at Drake. Drake is constantly staying with the young
he's
shit.
going back.
But
he's
Kendrick, album by album is showing growth, bringing us through his life and stuff like that. Like things that other artists won't do. So it's dope that he takes us through that journey. And
I think, and another thing, like, don't get me wrong, like I have things that I'm snobbish about or whatever the case may be. But like people are mad pretentious with their like for that project. It's like they'll be like, oh well, like if you read with your finger under the words, that's why you don't like. Like it's like they say stuff like that for you to not like the project. It's like or
that's
like,
fucking hilarious.
But it'd be shit like that. Whereas like if you literally
shit like that.
But if you literally just sat there and said like maybe it's heavy laden with like jazz samples and like if you're not in the horns, maybe that's not for you. See, that's like an objective critique.
We be arguing against people whose favorite artist is YoungBoy. Like,
I don't even have conversations with those people. Like, because I mean, like, it's just like, like what your taste happens to be is not even my business. So we really don't need to talk about it.
Those would be the people that be arguing.
Like,
they don't even listen. They can't even give an honest opinion.
That's why you gotta just like he just said, you can't even have the argument with those people because they're not even listening.
Yeah,
like while I might
born after
not be like a full,
we can't have this conversation.
I might not be a full fan of any of the three people involved in this. I do listen to all three of them.
Right. But my point about him being influential was that he gave voice to that doubt and like put a little bit of like speculation or a little bit of like negative voice for Kendrick's discography. So with that being said, I'm really wondering, is it over for the big three completely?
Yes.
What big three?
No. I don't even mean. I know what y'all mean.
It's Kendrick and everybody else.
To me, I think the whole thing doesn't exist.
No, it's done now.
I think it was a nuke in the whole thing.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like for all three of them.
Yeah.
Like they're all just like this was their to me this was their transition into legacy acts. Mm-hmm. Like this is the moment that they're no longer like we literally watched a part of hip hop like we've been saying generationally pass away. Mm-hmm. Like the apology nuked it all. So now it's like, even though they'll keep making music, like you got to think about it. They're not supposed to be the topic of conversation like 15 years later. They're not supposed to be, especially not all three of them. Yeah. Like everybody else of that time is gone.
The only other
like, you know what I mean? Like you don't think about Wale.
I had the same conversation.
You don't think about Wale at the clip. You don't think about Big Sean at the clip. And these are people like you don't think about Big Crit. Like we can go on and on about people. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like like they've all found pockets like outside of that top space where they reside. But I'm like like it's gonna be time for new people to assume that top spot, and it's really gonna officially be young people's hip hop, and they're ushering it in with no type of competitive energy. So
there is no top spot. So I see your point. I think there is no top spot.
And I don't even think
that's what I'm saying.
It
doesn't exist at all.
Point to who would be the next guys. Like, yeah, there's still a bunch of dope rappers out there.
So
who the fuck is gonna really?
So at that point,
push the culture
only
forward?
thing you have Kendrick and Drake and their disdain for one another with the responsibility to restore the feeling.
That's a fact.
Like, if both of them fight hard enough, it's not completely over, even though, like it had to be one of the big three to mess it up for all the big three. And unfortunately, Cole ruined it.
He did.
Middle child, man.
Y'all see Joe Budden
like
out
that.
here talking about he heard this is from
Who?
Kendrick, Joe
No,
Budden.
he didn't
no.
say he didn't.
And that he heard, but like
Heard about
He heard
people that
that.
heard. Yeah.
I think that's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna happen this weekend.
And his info's
It needs
usually
You might,
to.
you might have to double back. Both of y'all might have to double back.
Yeah.
Come back and talk about it.
Yeah, like I was already pissed that we went 2 whole weeks with not hearing nothing from fucking Drake, yo. Again,
Nobody
I'm
wanted
not
to
even
step-
mad at that.
Nobody wanted to step to Beyonce.
Instagram
bro.
fucking-
Beyonce, bro.
He's calculated as hell. And he
Beyonce's
mad.
not hip hop though.
Yeah, but
Future's higher charting than her.
agreed. But you're not gonna. So Future dropped right that week in between was the Beyonce week, and then
Might delete
I think
later.
before
Might delete
I
later.
think before anything, I think it had to do with the fact that like I said on Joe Budden, the logistics of the tour,
yeah,
because his tour ended on the 5th.
yep,
True.
So I mean, like it's just.
But you
like-
recorded 7
But I mean,
a.m. in
I
Charlotte.
was gonna say
on tour.
Drake's. That's,
Yeah, but
that's not
matter.
Bro, he's mad petty and mad calculated.
but to
He's
me-
probably gotten so much. He's probably
Yeah,
cooking up so much.
To me,
And
the tour
I-
thing's not an excuse.
I
He's
think they
Drake.
got
He has
like
a full
3
studio on
records,
his
I'll be
bus.
honest.
Or in his
No.
plane.
The tour thing's an excuse for focus.
Oh yeah,
Not for the ability. He
Fair
can
enough.
afford anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
it's like he needed to be able to hone in and focus. Like, you know what I mean? I guarantee there was a vault that he pushed a button on where these songs already prior exist. Like, he's been doing, like, you think like since like, oh, like, you know, Tuck the Sensitive Rapper back in his pajama clothes. Like, he's been chefing disses since then.
Yeah.
But it's like you gotta make the key points of them old ass songs
on a new
fit
yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, that was a crazy bar. Let me add that. Oh, let me add that to make this song of epic proportions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be an album's worth of bars
Yeah,
condensed into, like, you know what I mean? Or a decade's worth of energy condensed once you finally get it. But the thing is,
That's
like,
what we wanted from Cole.
oh,
Yeah,
100%.
Yo, because the way he was rapping, yo, bro,
He's been snapping.
Bro, one of my favorite verses is the fucking Johnny P's Caddy verse. This nigga got crazy on that shit, bro.
1000%
Yo,
got crazy.
yo, put that verse, the lyrics up, yo, and show me that's not like a Stove God Cooks verse or some
a
shit
fact.
like that, where every line is
My
insane.
dad was born.
Bro, nuts.
Rain was pouring.
God was crying.
Yeah.
Lightning struck. Power outage. Sparks was flying. A real one's here. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with Cole, but nah, yo. All that kumbaya shit, yo, get that shit out of here.
Scared to listen to songs that I like so much of Cole's now after what just happened to me driving here listening to Pie.
Yeah.
I don't want to, like
I-
I have to fix how I feel about the artist.
Yeah.
glad I wasn't a
To
fan
be-
enough
to
to have
be
to
able
do
to-
that. I can
It's
just delete
it's
him out of my life.
it-
I can just delete him out of my life.
It's
Like I did the album.
fucking
Like the
soul crushing. Like you don't understand. Like I was a
1000%.
huge fan, and
Okay.
even though I like Kendrick, I've always put Kendrick above Cole, but I tend to find myself listening to Cole more than I do
It's
listening
more
to Kendrick.
palatable,
It's more
so you can
palatable,
listen to
yeah.
it regularly.
So it's like, but then it's like,
yo, it's the Tyra Banks meme. Like, we were rooting for you. We were
Oh my
all
God.
rooting
Yes!
for you. Like,
Bro,
yes,
yes. Yo, am I bugging or does Like That sound louder now?
Yeah.
it does.
Yo, funny enough, I was
everything
driving-
around it.
Yo,
But
I had it on repeat on the way here.
I'm not even gonna front, yo. On Monday, we was on the phone. Just angry rap.
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
takes,
nah,
yo.
yeah, my
bro. I went
Monday-
to take my lunch break. I might have listened to that shit
Yo,
3 times.
if
yo.
we would have done this on Monday,
yeah,
I was in here with
Yeah.
real
I've been
venom.
throwing shit.
No, we have the voice notes.
Yo,
We have the
weren't
voice
even
notes.
talking about this today. Like, literally, we're not here if it's not for him screaming in the group chat.
in the voice notes.
Yeah.
Voice notes.
Yo,
I was going crazy.
I got a call from Kay that's like, yo, bro, honestly, should we call an audible? Should we pivot? Like, because we were supposed to do our first real double feature.
We were gonna do American Gangster, the movie and the album.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
That was the original plan, and then
Fuck
I
that.
Then I spazzed.
Yo, went crazy.
Yo, hip hop was on fire. We had to come in here and talk about this shit because dog.
I was just like
too much
again.
And he was too
Nigga
much
let
of an
hip-hop down.
anti-Cole
Like,
person.
yo.
We needed a Cole fan.
Like, yo,
you was
but it's not even
it.
just that. Like, I love good diss tracks.
Yeah.
300 bars. I listen to it all the time.
Yeah.
240 bars by game.
Right.
He ruined Spider-Loke's career before it ever
Even
had a chance
started.
to get going.
And hip hop debates are some of the best debates to have.
No question.
They are. They're fun. They're great.
Because
It's like, oh, we're about to have another one. We're about to have another one.
Hip hop is
No, we're not.
Hip hop is really the only musical genre that you can really do this with.
Yes.
Like a lot of rock acts don't really go at it like that. Some do.
Fans,
Like
not
they did, but
the
there's
acts.
they're not.
Yeah, they're not
on
going
wax.
at each other.
Oh, if we're on tour and you happen to be in the same city, we might fucking bump shoulders.
Yeah, but
or
that's
some
more
shit like
personal.
that.
Like
More
that's
personal
that's a
shit,
real
yeah.
personal issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just happen to both be artists, and now we're both mad at each other.
Facts.
But it's not like
Nah, hip hop's is sports.
Yeah.
Hip hop is sports.
So we thought. The fuck?
Well,
Correct. So we thought.
Yeah, Cole, he's out of here, yo. We got to see what
he's
this drink.
out of here. Wait,
Yeah,
what does
he's
that
outta here,
mean?
bro.
And
What
I
does he's
can't
outta here
listen to
mean?
him
Yo,
right now.
I promise you, bro. Like
I could never
all
listen to him the same.
So Ross, he was a CO. Okay, but he still makes really like good music. I don't think like Ross being exposed as for having a fucking 9 to 5, wasn't.
Working man's a sucker.
You know what I'm. Word.
I got a job.
I know plenty of CEOs that sell mad work.
You see what I'm saying?
Like-
I mean, their job, they working at work. You know what I'm
they
saying? Like, but this shit though, I can't listen to a lyric about you being the best, bro. You know that meme where the dude is like, the white dude is ripping off the
that's my
headphones?
joint.
That's what I'm gonna be like next time I hear a JCole bar where it's like, I'm the best. Nigga, no, you not.
It's like, nigga,
dog.
I
You
believe
don't-
in
you don't want to be
Joe
the
and
best.
them-
Right, I
Joe
believe
and
in
them
you. You
talk
didn't
about-
believe in
he can
yourself.
He can
Facts.
never say that again.
He can never say that
can't-
shit,
you
bro.
can't.
Okay, you as a Cole fan, when the fall off
This is
drop.
fucked up, yo.
No.
It's all on you, Torch.
That's the resident
No,
Cole
it's all
fan.
on you,
yo.
Torch.
As the dreamer in the crew.
It's not even shade, but it's just like we all listen. But when a person self-proclaims himself, like you're looking at your amount of listens and you're like, nah, I really rock with him.
Got his dreamer cape on.
So with that being said, like, yo, when the fall off drops, if he's talking the same rhetoric of being the best that he was talking the last 5 years, since I'd say about
Forest Hills.
Nah.
Okay.
not Forest Hill, I'd say a lot with 21 Savage.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
So the way he's been talking since the feature run, how do you feel hearing that? Can you hear that still after this?
No.
So,
I
like,
can't hear.
because I'm with him with everything except for that. I'm the best talk.
But that's because you're still a part of this
Hip-hop.
generation.
Yeah.
It's more of a generation. It's
I'm
more of a generational thing than a fan thing.
I'm a hip hop fan first,
Because even
before any artist.
For a single artist.
So it's
So
like
your disappointment as a hip hop fan kind of
Yes.
outweighs your
Yes.
affinity
Fuck
for
yes.
the specific
It's
artist.
the
Yes.
younger,
Same
like
over here.
Like you
Yes.
said, De La texted you, right?
Yep.
How old is De La?
We're a couple years older. I think he turns 30 this year. So we got a couple years on him, but him, shout out to De La. I'm gonna tell him that we shouted him out. But like you know what I'm saying? It's not to age niggas, but it's just like
No, it's different.
Nah, I think
I've
it
been
just,
through
it factors in
I've
your
been
point
through
of view.
therapy. I get all of the
Mental health shit. Yeah.
I get it. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Yo, fuck your mental health.
Fuck your mental health, dog. I don't care about you. But you know what though? Yo,
It is an age.
Kendrick the boogeyman. The dreamer's in the room. No shade.
it's a
He
Nightmares,
said he was
bro.
Candyman.
it's an age thing. It's an absolute age thing. Look at all the battles that we grew up
I mean,
listening
yeah,
and
yeah,
watching,
it's
It's all, yeah,
debating.
yeah.
In
Compared
In
to
parentheses with Torch, we got to put the dreamer.
look at all the battles that we saw witnessed growing up compared to
Bro, we
the younger
saw,
generation.
Yeah, we saw.
They didn't
Even
see
bro,
much.
they didn't grow up watching Beef DVD.
and and I think it's
Like,
tough. I think
that's
it's
a
tough
fact,
because
They
Yo.
didn't watch Beef.
Lil
there's no
Flip versus
T.I.
these
Come on,
elements have
man.
never been.
Jeezy and Gucci.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
these elements in a long time, these elements haven't been as perfect. You know what I mean? Like
No.
it's like oh, you could give JCole. I mean, you can give Drake the Way Out because Push is not as famous, for him to not need to keep going. Like, oh, he's going far, and I'm not gonna keep going down that path with a person less important than me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, him and Joe.
And then it's like same thing with Joe.
Him and
so
Joe.
That's why he didn't respond.
Joe had 5 of them.
He took a cop out button, and then it's like he was like, oh, well, you know, Kanye's not a real rapper. Like, I mean, I've even written for him. Like, everybody writes stuff, so it's like, how can you really battle him? So I'm not really gonna battle him. Like, he always had an excuse.
Agreed.
Man,
And
Drake
then if you
Common too.
Oh no, but I mean like that. But those are little. But those are little like
it's weird.
over
Weirdo.
girls.
It's weird. But it's not.
He is a
but
weirdo
it's not
because
weird because Common's gotten into it with a few people. Like
Common's also from Chicago.
And I mean, you got to give Common credit for pre Badu, pre Nip Beanie Common.
I see the
that's
bitch
different.
for you.
That's
Yeah, I see the bitch.
Like the bitch.
Yeah.
That's still him.
So Common's first album though, he was not a conscious rapper. Like what is it? Can I Borrow $1? I think his official. I think when he was still Common Sense or some shit.
For sure.
He's on there, baggy jeans, 40, the fucking prototype of what
100%.
90s rap was. You know what I'm saying? And he on that album, he's on there really spitting some bitch this and like he's kind of going in.
Yeah, but then times changed.
He grew up.
Fact. He grew up. He grew up. Got a kufi.
But I mean, like when I think about it, like it's like yo, like
goes back to the
like
kufis.
where Kendrick and Drake are. They're like the playing field's very leveled.
Yeah.
So it's like engaged. But that's why with all three of them, the playing field was very leveled, and it's like how many times have you seen people both be equally as high up, but it could have been friendly competition. That was the beautiful thing about the Kendrick and Cole thing. Yeah. It was like, yo, they're really both high up and they're really friends. Like, let's see this one-on-one. Like, let's see it go.
I would say Jay and Wayne would probably be the last one.
Royce, Lupe, fucking all of them dudes when they was
even
all.
That got ugly.
Yes, it did. Added in the pod.
100%.
And that was going to be a fire. It was going to be a fire pod.
Yeah.
And it ended.
I need to look up that tweet where Lupe was
Facts,
like that.
Mickey Facts just
shout out to me.
The tapping Miller. You don't gotta tap Miller to get a light or some shit like that or whatever. Lupe with a tweet he did that shit. I'm like, God.
Correct.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I like what you were saying about like the excuses because what's the excuse if and I think when Drake gets outshined by Kendrick on rap records? Is it gonna be Drake is a pop star, so he didn't fucking matter anyway?
Well, I mean, it's
because
like
that's the shit I don't like that people are spinning. Oh, he's a pop star at the end of the day.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
But his pen is this, that, and the third. Like,
but
what
the
the
same
fuck?
way the younger dreamers are making excuses for Cole about the mental health. And
people got too much of a fan base at this point.
People have too big of
fully lose.
Bingo.
Yeah,
like Drake will never fully lose because of his fans.
You got to keep that hip hop space of listener.
Your fans are always going to keep you relevant.
No, the same way with we'll take it up with Nicki. A lot of chicks in recent memory have gotten at Nicki. Yeah. In my opinion, she hasn't really said nothing good back. And
because that Megan's Law dream was.
I forgot Kim even fucking dissed her, bro.
But her fans,
they're not
discredit
letting her lose.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Even though in my eyes,
and I mean that's social
everybody
media.
else has gotten on her.
Like, that's social media. Like there's so many things at play. But when it really comes down to it, I just believe that like you're like even as a hip hop fan, like you know enough now that you're not necessarily thinking it's gonna be career over. You're not thinking that. You're just really looking for a fight. Yeah. You're looking for a fight. Like, it's like, yo, I don't want anybody to have to, like nobody's going to hear something and be like, wow, I guess I got to throw my hat in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's over. Can't make music anymore. Like, that's not going to happen. Cats is way too established. So, at this point, you just really have to get to a point where you're like, okay, I just want to see them fight real quick. Yeah. Like, I want to see them play one-on-one real quick. And that's it. We go from there. Yeah. And I think that, like, I just want to see them both walk out wounded. How about that?
Another long
this guy got it.
He's sad.
I'm distraught. I really am. I'm way too.
Yo, seeing how distraught. I can't lie. Seeing how distraught you are about it is why I haven't been the way I was in the group text. Because like, yo, I feel bad. Because if it was one of my like favorite rappers,
be feeling the same way.
I would feel the exact same way.
Yeah, like I can't believe this shit.
It hurts.
I would feel the exact same. Trust me.
It really bothers me. It really bothers. Because it's like I spent all this time like.
Live your truth. Live your truth.
Yo, this is a safe space.
No, that ass. It's like, I spent all this time like literally like praising this dude, like thinking that he was the guy, the man.
And he was that he said he was what he said he is, which is that type
I
of hip-hop.
believed him.
Yeah.
I believed Cole. Like I really, like I was like, yo, like that's just a light jab. Like you know what I mean? Like yo, if you push him to that level, it's gonna go there.
I
really thought that.
I hated this. I was arguing against it too. Like even as a fan, like this shit is fucking not good. It's not good. He was praising him.
Defending it.
He was praising him. It wasn't a diss.
They liked it, and I was like, this shit is lukewarm, yo. Like, because for me, it was mostly the delivery. It really wasn't as much as the content. It was just the delivery.
There wasn't enough
that bad T-minus. The T-minus.
And I don't really like to talk down on producers, but goddamn T-minus.
Nah, because T-minus has made great beats. That wasn't one of them.
That shit
I think for me, bro, I just literally thought that he was gonna hold it down. Like I was like to me, I thought he was just saying, like it was like ring music for a fight. Like I was like, oh, it's just his intro. I was like, all he's saying is I'm showing up and I'm ready to fight. And I was like, I wasn't even counting it. I thought he was just saying, hey, look, I'm not gonna ignore this.
Yeah,
that's what I was counting it as.
Right.
I wasn't counting it as a real round. And I'm like, damn, you bitched off your intro music and said my bad. Like.
Not my bad.
At that point, there was still a fighting chance.
I'm sorry.
It's not in my spirit. It's not my spirit to do
There was still a fighting chance at that moment.
Like, he might have said pray more in his apology than I heard the pastor at church say it that morning.
Sheesh. This guy, man.
Like, this dude literally said pray. Like, and I was just praying. And in my thoughts, I was praying. And then he was like, man, like, honestly, I just been praying. And, like, it's been, like I'm just realizing that the best sleep I've been getting for the past 10 years because, like, the last 2 days, I'm like, it was the intro.
Yo, so quick question for all three of you. Does Drake and Kendrick save the essence of hip-hop?
They can if they go crazy. If they have to go crazy. Like if they go crazy, they can. They can.
It cannot be one-sided.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I think they will.
They're both.
Competitive enough to restore the feeling.
Competitive enough, and their fan bases are that polarizing enough.
I agree.
Yeah.
No shade to
the Dreamers,
bro. No shade.
Nah, it's cool. He's in the middle. He's the middle child.
Not anymore.
And right now,
not anymore. He's out the fucking room.
No, like I said on Facebook, you got to go sit him down at the little kids table with Wale and Big Sean.
Him saying it's not in his spirit anymore, I fucking promise you, Kendrick is at home shaking chicken bones and he got some voodoo on these niggas, bro.
Yo.
I promise you, bro. Kendrick, there's something going on, bro, because why doesn't anybody want smoke with this nigga? Because as much as Drake's little subs have been, Kendrick's have been that much louder, bro.
Right.
Kendrick is really on bullshit. Like he said on a record, I'm crashing out, yo. And that's a buzzword now, some LA shit, but like, yo, he's really ready to that's my Gemini really like brother, that?
Bro. He's really
like that, yo. He's really like that.
This whole conversation about bringing up Control.
We did.
Control was more. That was the light jab of the time.
But
that wasn't a light jab. I think that was like, yo, I'm coming for everybody's fucking.
But he
heads.
didn't really. But it wasn't a.
But
diss.
It wasn't a diss.
To me, it was. I'm stepping in the fucking ring like this is me.
Like that's what we was talking about before when we said he controls moments. Like when you take a moment and you make a moment. So like he made the moment big because he said names.
Control. It was his version of How to Rob. He said a bunch of names. Like 50
you don't
did.
Take it serious. Yeah. But he said, yo, I got love for all of you, but I'm trying to murder
all
of
you.
That
was in the 90s. Or early
2000s. Yeah.
Who else is doing that?
Now, nobody.
I mean, Cats is out here apologizing.
I'm lying. I'm lying. Because there's a whole generation of people just telling on themselves and what they did to
that's
who
true.
and how they did it.
They're talking about real crap. We're not counting them. We're not counting. We're not
those
counting
guys are different.
The drillers.
Those guys are different.
Scammers.
No block spin combos here.
Spin the blood out.
Yeah, but I think we reached our
limit.
Yo, man. I mean, as the resident people from Seeing and I Heard, thank you all.
Yes.
Thank you for having us. It's
really
dope.
Nah, for real.
I'm hoping y'all come back.
And please have us back.
Legit. Yeah, man. This was fun. Yeah. This was fun.
Y'all were our first guests.
So
Appreciate that.
A
lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm not listening to Cole ever again in my life.
Nah, you still a dreamer.
I'm just kidding.
He's got his dreamer's cape. He's still
it's going to take a lot. It really is going to take a lot for me to press
play. On that note, until next week, y'all be easy.
Oh, yeah.
What you see is what you get. It's what you get. Then what you see is what you get.